Not this is my third time re-recording my intro because I keep forgetting I should not be swearing within the first minute of my YouTube videos. But anyways, good morning. It's 7 a.m. I've got my breakfast bowl here that I have yet to take a bite out of because I've been talking. But I weighed in this morning at 201 pounds and I almost crashed out. But we're sticking to the plan, not my emotions. If I was already gaining weight in a deficit and then I eat more calories, yes, I can anticipate my body's probably gonna put on a couple of pounds while it recalibrates and figures out what I'm doing. But while I have gone through the past 2 days of figuring out my macros and trying to really dial them in, I have realized I have had virtually no fats in my house. I have had no fats in my body. Whenever I am on a cut, I'm trying to make room for as much food as possible so that I'm staying satiated throughout the day and not craving things. So my fats have been coming from lean cuts of meat, and mind you, I get the leanest meat I possibly can. Chicken breast, 99% lean ground turkey, 93 lean ground beef. If ground beef, I'm usually always getting ground turkey because it's more lean, so you get more protein for less calories. Whenever I use oils, it's going to be a cooking spray, so the 0-calorie oil that's virtually nothing, instead of using avocado oil. I haven't had avocados in the crib for a long time. That was usually my source of fat, or even nuts, and I haven't had any fat at home. So I'm realizing I think I might have really stressed my hormones out by not giving them the healthy fats that they do require. I've also been off of my vitamins for about a week now, just because I was traveling. Almost a week, because I was in Houston, and I haven't picked them back up since then. I was thinking that possibly, I don't know. I just haven't been taking them. I'm just been stressed a little bit, but I am sticking to the plan. I did an update video on Instagram this morning, and I am happy to share my weight loss journey, just like I've always been. The only thing is I just can't stand unsolicited advice, because not that I'm uncoachable, not that I don't want to take people's advice, but when you have a plan already in motion, a lot of plans already fail because people do not stick to the plans because they're not working fast enough, or because a family member told them to try it different, or if you're trying this method of weight loss, your family member wants you to go on keto, or they want you to go take this pill that they've been trying. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to put their two cents in, their input in, and it can get either frustrating, overwhelming, or just overstimulating in general, especially because I already have so many eyes on me. But I'm remembering what I had to change the first time I even stuck to a weight loss journey, which is, it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying, anybody else thinks. You have a plan. I have a plan. And so I'm sticking to my plan, and I have to give it enough time before I go, okay, maybe this isn't working, But I can't say that this early on because it's day 2, right? So I have to just remember that people are going to have their opinions, people are going to put their input in, but I have a plan. That's what matters. So, after I eat this, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm actually going to take a walk outside. I'm going to try to take my cardio a little bit slower. I'm going to put my step tracker on. I'm still going to try to get around 12,000. I might kick it up. I might, because I might chill on the intense cardio and swap that out for more steps throughout the day. Because I know with PCOS, intense cardio, especially when your body is under stress, can stress it out even more. So I might do some maybe 3 days a week, an incline, get my heart rate up type of walk. But I'm thinking maybe just on a day-to-day, just increase my steps overall and do what I can there. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this breakfast so I can hit that little walk skidoo. Oh, my mama. I love the birds. They're so cute. They just be chatting and singing and shitting and flying and pooting and shitting. It's 8:30. I went on my walk, and I gotta head over to this college now to get into this study group. It should only be about an hour. Oh, first I need to go over to my freaking to-do list and make sure there's nothing I have to do while I'm already out. BRB. There's nothing I was missing, but I grabbed my book just in case there's downtime, because I am gonna pull up early, because you know how college campuses can get a bitch confusing. So I want to make sure that I'm in the right place. It's 9 a.m. and I'm 30 minutes early. Girl, I'm always 30 minutes early. I swear when I went to freaking Houston for the weekend for that little event, I was in my car for 30 minutes just scrolling. Just scrolling. Yup. I might as well just do a little couple TikToks. Baby, I am not attending college or nothing, but the way I'm walking through the University of Texas and this college campus is humongous, bitch. I feel like a little scholar my damn self. This campus is really nice. Like, it's really nice. And the bathrooms are nice. It's 11:30. I just made my eggs and my toast. I'm finishing my decaf from this morning. And I've got my smartwatch. My smartwatch on for this study. I'm going to be having this watch on for 2 weeks. Don't ask me about if it's an Apple Watch or something. No, this is like a medically graded, some type of watch. It's got my pulse, my activity level. I mean, yeah, it's a smartwatch, but it got some, I don't even know. I'm going to be taking daily like questionnaires about what I was doing, how I was feeling, how my mood is, my activity levels. And honestly, after like reflecting, going in and taking the surveys and like actually starting the process, I feel like grief hit me hard, especially when I was going through the depths of it. But the way that I have bounced back from a lot of the shit in my life, I feel like is commendable, and I will give myself a little pat on the back, because with the questions that I answered on how I came up versus how I feel on a day-to-day basis and the support system that I feel like I've created for myself, like 2 or 3 years ago, I would have been able to sit there and be like, I'm so depressed, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't have friends, and I have nobody to talk to, like, and no, I can't. I don't ever link up with anybody in person to talk about how life is going or share my achievements with. But now some of the things that it was asking, I was like, actually, I feel very grateful for the fact that I have these, because I remember there was a point in time where I didn't feel like I could call anybody or meet up with anybody for lunch, and that was all I ever wanted, like just somebody to talk to just get my mind off of things if I ever needed to. Doesn't have to be a family member, but you know, I feel like I wake up and I have a purpose. I wake up and I get things done. I feel like I have motivation to keep pushing. It's not perfect, and I do have my downswings, but for the most part, I feel like I'm a solid rock, okay? But anywho, I'm trying to walk some of these, I'm trying to digest my food right now without sitting. I was gonna walk outside, but it is quite literally so humid that my clothes will start sticking to me and I will get pissed off. That happened this morning on my morning walk, and now it's afternoon, so it's even worse. It's like 80 degrees out there, but it rained last night really hard, so all the grass is wet and the air is wet and it's just all wet. So I'm like, I'll get on the little walking pad. But I am at around, I think, 6,000 or 7,000 steps right now, because the parking garage versus the building that I had to walk to on the campus, it was a good ways away. So college students be getting their steps in, but they be getting their little steps in, okay? Like, shit. I was like, I appreciated the walk, though. I was like, okay, we get to walk through a little campus or whatever. They had a gigantic stadium for the Longhorns, the football team. I was like, I need to come to one of these games. Hell yeah. Whoa. So I said that, and I was like, let me see how much tickets are. Babe, what the fuck? College football ain't no motherfucking joke. They not playing. Them tickets are at least $150 to up to $420. I said, that actually, it sounds about right, though, because like you literally go everywhere here and see Texas Longhorns like merch everywhere. Like, and I mean like sponsored by Nike and all types. So like, yeah, it makes sense. It's like the mini NFL. And some people prefer college football to the NFL because of the difference in the young and activity and movements. You know what I'm saying? They be liking to watch the young and hip fucking guys with fresh joints, okay? It's 1 p.m. and I've crashed. My energy is shite. It's shite. I'm feeling brain foggy. I have a to-do list, a quite long one, but ever since last night, I have been feeling mind-boggled because there are so many things that I want to do with my life, you guys, that I just feel like I feel like there's too much that I want to focus on. I want to start coaching, or I've just had the idea, the thought of starting to coach people. I've got Fatigue, my clothing brand. I've got my content creation. Then between content creation, there's TikTok, you know, trying to get better on TikTok. And then there's TikTok Shop. Everybody raves about TikTok Shop. There's YouTube, and I'm finally monetized on here, but I'm having a hard time coming up with like full-blown video ideas that people would actually want to watch, or you guys would actually want to watch. Besides my iPhone vlogs, I have my camera literally out, like ready to make a video, because I'm like, I want to make like a real video that's just not like just vlogs, but I can't think of anything right now. You know, I have trading. I want to also pursue trading. And then I've also been really considering like Airbnbs and stuff, but that's like, oh, that's so much, you know, like trying to figure out how to scale my clothing brand, how to keep getting content creator brand deals, right? Like I want to do those too. I really was trying to focus more on, you know, travel this year, or even financial, like, because I have Sierra 2 Wealth, and I have like, I actually have a new travel page that I was like, because I do get denied working with travel brands a lot because of the type of content that I put out, ghetto fabulous, if you will. So I'm like, if I do like UGC, if I brought my camera to every location, every Airbnb, and every hotel and place that I went, and before I even unpacked my car, just got some UGC content so I can make a media kit, I'm sure I could land a couple of travel deals. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just overzealous and I just feel like I want to go down every avenue possible, but you know me, y'all know Sierra, the world is hers if she believes it, if she can have it. You know what I mean? Like, if I want it, I'll get it one way or another, but it does sometimes start to run my focus thin. And it starts to feel like I'm not following whatever plan I'd made before. And then I start forgetting about certain avenues that I was gonna take and like really go headstrong in. So every once in a blue moon, I have to revisit my schedule, my daily routine, my pillar focuses. But I've been reading this book called The Compound Effect that kind of gave me an idea of how to structure my day. Yet again, even though I've read several books, but that's why I like reading books, because sometimes they give you great refreshers, great reminders of things or tips that we can use. But right now I'm really so tired, and I only have 6,000 steps, but it is 1 p.m. and I'm like, do I want to go outside and play basketball, or do I want to bang out my to-do list? Do I want to take a walk? Like, I already ate lunch. I'm like, actually, I do have 2 lunches. I completely forgot. I have freaking pasta left in there to eat. Maybe I need my carbs. Maybe carbs and a walk, and then I don't know what the hell I want to do with the rest of my day. Nothing sounds like I want to do it. Thank God it's about to be the weekend. I think I might actually take the weekend as the weekend. I'm so weak. I'm in here making my food. I'm eating, and my clarity almost comes back. I'm like, don't do Airbnb. If you haven't started it, don't do that now. If you want to coach, that's along your pillar with the challenges that you do. Maybe I do already have a few coaching platforms that want to work, have wanted to work for such a long time, y'all. I've just literally like denied it because I'm like, I don't know if I have, like, I've always slept on myself and my capabilities, and like, I don't know if I could coach. Like, I don't know if I would be a good coach, but I think I would be a good coach. I just be saying that, and sometimes just be putting it off so I can do challenges and focus on other things. But it's so funny how whenever I literally just get up and I move when I don't want to, or I do something that I know I need to do, sometimes I feel a little bit better. And I've decided that after this, I'm going to go outside and play basketball and listen to music. What time is it though? Because the kids are going to be getting out of school, and then they're going to be at the freaking park. Maybe I'll try a different location. But anyways, I thought that was funny. I'm eating my pesto pasta. I made the noodles, but I made the noodles and then prepped them into their own containers, plain. And then when I'm ready to eat it, I'll add the cottage cheese pesto, chicken, spinach, and tomatoes, and then microwave it all together so that it's not like, I guess you could like put it in the fridge like this, but it would probably separate and start tasting weird. Okay, so I just pulled up to the fucking park, bitch. The basketball court. I came here on accident one day when I was trying to find a place for pictures. I always do this and I love that this happens. I just pull up on random places and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely coming back here. I'm definitely coming. I found one covered basketball court. It has a whole shade over it. So I'm back here. There's a waterfall right behind it, a whole lake, and there's a park and everything. So I pull up and I'm like, y'all, when it comes to Austin, I do not be seeing people my age. I do not be seeing nobody, bitch. When I tell you I pulled up to this motherfucking basketball court and seen a whole lot of fine shit. I'm not going now. They're taking up the whole motherfucking court. I'm wondering if there is like a path I can walk though, because I might go and just see if, I can get some steps in. But it's hot. I was really hoping that I could get up under the shade and just hoop a little, but bitch, they be outside. Like, I'm telling you, these basketball courts be getting took up, okay? It was so much easier for me to fucking hoop when it was cold as fuck, but apparently once it gets hot, everybody wants to hoop. So I got out and I walked a little bit. I went up to the water fountain, but there were just so many people. Like, people just be at the parks, which I get, but there were people fishing. So I was like, I'm not about to walk. It was trespassing too, and I was like, I'm not about to go back there with a bunch of men in these trees back where it's trespassing. And then on top of that, it's a bunch of people at the freaking basketball court. So I'm like, I'm not about to go play basketball. Now I have to pee and it's so fucking hot. For the few minutes that I was out there, like, just checking out to see if there was any places I could walk, no. Now I'm tired again. I've been going without coffee. This is my second day without Dutch Bros. So I am like, do I go home and walk on the walking pad? Do I go home and walk outside? I have a real bad pet peeve with like sweating in sweatpants and like big t-shirts, especially when I'm outside, unless I'm doing something active. Like, if I'm just walking, for some reason it irks me so bad how bad I start sweating just by like getting a good brisk walk going, which is why I like doing it inside, because I'm like always under the fan. But if I could find like a good place to where I'm like distracted, or like if I'm moving around, like doing basketball, sweating during basketball does not bother me because I'm actively moving. I'm focused on where the ball is going. I'm not just focused on my walk. Like this morning when I went on my walk outside, I was on my phone for the most part, and then I tried to disconnect for a second and put my phone in my pocket, and then all of a sudden I could just feel all the sweat droplets going down my back, and I could feel my zipper of my jacket freaking scratching my stomach every step I took. And I'm like, this is why I always have to be distracted when I'm doing cardio, because whenever I try to like disconnect and like log back into life during cardio, I always find something that is bothering me about it, and then it makes me want to stop. Does that make sense? Anyway, so now I'm deciding like what the fuck I want to do, but I know I need steps, so I don't know. All right, right now it's 5:30 and I'm going on another walk just to get my last little 2,000 steps in. I think I'm just gonna stay like within my apartment. Sometimes I'll be walking up the street, but I'm just gonna do a couple laps. It's hot as fuck. It's 5:50 and we have 12.5k steps. Hallelujah. Okay, I went outside for a quick walk. The weather was actually fairly nice. I'm sweating. It's hot as a bitch, not gonna lie, but it has been hotter. There's a nice breeze out there. I was walking in a little bit of shade, know what I'm saying? So I'm about to cool down. And yeah, did I tell you I was watching a show? I started a new show earlier on Netflix. The acting is fucking terrible. It's kind of I don't know, how the fuck is it number one on freaking Netflix right now? It's the thriller, the bank robbery and heists and shit. The new show. But yeah, my energy has been up and down and up and down and up and down. Oh, that would have been a great trade. Okay, so I told you guys yesterday I got stopped out for some stupid ass reason. Didn't take a trade today. That's all right. I basically completed most of what I wanted to get done today. So I'm going to finish up a few things. But I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here since it's already at 20 minutes. I've hit my steps. You guys have seen basically what I'm doing. All I've got left now is just dinner and my Ninja ice cream. And then I'm in bed. I'm in bed after my shower, okay? Because your girl has been fucking hot all day. But yeah.